For this video, I'm going to talk about the 6 functionalities that Airbnb seems really excited about that they're about to unroll. They're excited about it, so I'm excited about it. And my last tip will be all about the functionality and the filters that they're changing to support the midterm rental 30+ day furnished longer term stay space, which obviously is blowing up. The first is that they have the total cost filter. People have been irritated, specifically guests have been irritated when they think the price is one thing and then all of a sudden they get cleaning fees and taxes and they find out it's significantly more expensive. So there's a toggle switch at the top that you can change and see all the fees for however long you're staying. The second one they're really promoting is a revamp of the room situation. People have had concerns around privacy, so they are unlocking 2 major features around this. The first thing that they did with this is to talk about a host passport. So if you're thinking you're going to stay with someone, you're going to be in a room, they're going to be in the room, you might run into each other in the kitchen, the bathroom, you might have more interest in who that host is than if you were going to stay there and they weren't going to be around. So you can click on the host, learn more about them, and get more of an idea if you'd be comfortable staying with them. The second is that there will be a filter to show if there's a lock on the door. I would just say now, if you're renting a room and you don't have a lock on the door, do it regardless of this functionality. It's the right thing for the guests. It'll make more people want to rent your place, and it's just a good thing to have. Number 3, exit policies. Airbnb is going to add documentation where you can talk about what guests need to do when they exit. Or Klarma. So Klarma will allow you to book a place and then you can make 4 interest-free payments going forward over time instead of having to pay everything in bulk up front. I'm Bradlin. I am a midterm rental expert. I do consultations for clients. I have written a couple books. They're available on Amazon. You should be able to see them on the screen. And then I'm also a real estate agent. I'm currently filming this video in Hawaii where I am doing a midterm rental consultation. The host will still get paid up front by Airbnb, but the guest can pay Airbnb in 4 interest-free payments through Klarna. Number 5, if you don't have access to this functionality yet and you would like it, Airbnb is rolling it out for people earlier that reach out to them. And the way to do this is to basically just Google Airbnb early access. It'll take you to a link and then you can fill out that information and get access to these filters earlier than you might otherwise. So number 6, also what they're doing with the midterm rental space. So a couple different changes here. You can look at month-to-month rentals easier. So you will be easier and there can just be monthly pricing, which I can already see in the back end you may or may not be able to do, but you can set your price for the month. My guess is that will just be easier to access and more obvious about how you do it. The second thing with this is that if a guest is staying for 3 months or more, the fees will drop. So right now it's 3% for every guest stay, but if they're staying for 3 months or more, Airbnb is going to drop that fee. Third, payments will be able to come through bank accounts versus credit cards, thus reducing your fees. And fourth, Airbnb is giving more functionality to hosts around cancellations and monthly fees. And I'll be interested to see how they handle this when the full rollout is happening, because a big issue for people on Airbnb that are doing short-term and midterm are how do they manage it when they have gaps in between or they don't want to accept certain tenants. You're not going to want to accept a 4-day stay when you're anticipating that you're going to get a 30 to 90-day stay. This is something that comes up on my consulting calls a lot, so I imagine Airbnb will address this as we move forward in the summer. If you are excited about midterm rentals, please like and subscribe. I put out tons of information about how to get the most bang for your buck with your midterm rentals. It's something I'm passionate about because it's something I have really enjoyed doing.